Hi, welcome back to Bryant Wilson Coffee. I'm Bryant, otherwise known as Panama B7 on Instagram. Check out my Instagram page. I'm trying to grow that page like I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel here. We do all things coffee here. And if you've watched the channel before, I appreciate it. If you've subscribed before, I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. As you watch the videos, if you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like the videos, give them a thumbs down. That's called engagement. We want to keep the engagement up. And that way it helps with the algorithm with YouTube. So pretty soon I'll be able to monetize my channel and provide you with even better content. Today is Saturday. It rained all day yesterday. It rained pretty much last night a few times off and on. And what I've decided to do is, today is roasting day, so I'm gonna roast, but right now I decided I'm gonna have myself a hot espresso rather than having a cold brew. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and have my hot espresso, and we're gonna leave the cold brew in the fridge, and maybe we'll have that later this evening for afternoon coffee, or maybe tomorrow. Okay, so what I wanna do is I'm gonna lower the camera. You're not going to be able to see my face. You won't need to. I'm going to be talking you through what I'm doing. Okay? So bear with me while I just lower the camera here. All right. And I want to give you a good view of the machine that we're going to be working with here. Let me see if I can get that in. I'm going to move it in even closer in a few minutes, but just to give you an idea of what is going on. There we go. That should be good right there. Okay, so what I've done is I've already pre-ground 20 grams of a blend of Sumatra, and I had Yirgachef left, so I've got 8 grams of Yirgachef and 12 grams of Sumatra, and I've blended it. And what I've done here is, you can't see it, but let me move the camera so that you can see it. And you can see right there on the scale, I just tiered my portafilter and basket so that we're at 0 there. I'm just going to measure out about 18 grams into the portafilter basket here. This is a 20 gram portafilter basket, so it will take, okay, and of course I threw it off when I put that on. Okay, so 9.6. All right. So this is a 20 gram portafilter basket. However, the problem with putting 20 grams in here is it's going to be all the way to the top. It'll just barely fit 20 grams. So what I decided to do is just try my dosing with 18 grams. I'm at 18 right there. It's not really going to be a waste because we're going to use that later on this afternoon. Make a shot for anyone that comes over, and we'll use that along with it. Now later on today, I'm going to actually be roasting. So I'm going to be doing this video, which right now the internet is out in the area due to the storm, so I can't upload it right now. But I'll upload it as soon as possible when the internet comes back up. And this afternoon, I'm going to be recording a video. And tonight, hopefully, the internet will be up and I can post it. And that's going to be roasting. And I'm probably going to roast 2 different beans and probably roast maybe a Colombia, which takes a good medium roast. And I'll probably roast some Yirgachef. I'm really liking Yirgachef these days. So what I'm doing right now is I'm distributing, okay? I'm distributing the grounds inside the basket here. And I just got this simple distributing tool from YouTube. And I think this cost, I think it was $30 off of YouTube. So it's not very expensive. There are some out there that cost like twice that. I even saw a guy on a video that had one that cost about $100. I would not ever pay $100 for something like this. Number one, this machine, the Breville Barista Express, comes with a tamper. So you don't really need a tamper. You do need a distributor. That's what this is. And they do sell these with just a distributor, which is separate, and it has a nice little cap on it, so you can just hold in your palm and twist it and distribute. But this particular one has the distribute, and it also has a tamper on it. So I like that because it's got both. Now what I do, you wanna hold this level, and I hope, let me just see if I can, you can't really see that. Let me bring this over a little bit. You want to hold this level like that. And you probably can't tell very well on the video right now, but it is level right now. So when I get ready to tamp, I'm going to be holding it on the edge here, and it's going to be level. And I'm sorry I can't get you a better view right now. I'm working on getting another camera so that I can have a 2-camera setup. But what I also do is I take the tamper, hold it like, put it in the portafilter like that, okay? I take the tamper and put it in the portafilter like that, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna hit it one time like that. So it gives it a solid tamp, okay? And you can see that's really in there. You can see right there that that's really in there, okay? And trust me, that gives me a really good solid tamp on there. That is not going anywhere, as you can see, okay? I'm not gonna turn it upside down, but trust me, it's in there good. All right, now, there's been some discussion about tamping and whether or not you need a lot of pressure to tamp or whether or not you just need consistent pressure to tamp. You need consistent pressure to tamp, but you do need some force behind the tamp. Otherwise, you're not going to pack the grounds in tight enough into the basket so that you get an even distribution of water, and so that the water allows it to saturate the puck completely. So you do need a lot of force. You don't need tons of force. You need a good amount of force, and you need that force to be distributed evenly across the puck, which is why you distribute the grounds evenly at first. That's why you hold the portafilter basket level on the surface that you're using to brace it. And that's why you use consistent force when you tamp. So since I started doing this with this palm tamper here, and since I started hitting it like that, I have gotten very consistent results, as you're going to see in just a minute. Okay, so where we're at right now is this has been preheated for about 45 minutes. I ran some water through the group head. I ran some steam through the steam wine. And so everything should be nice and warm right now, nice even temperature. And what I'm going for is my pressure gauge to be right about between here and here. Let me get something to point to it. I want my pressure gauge between here and here. So right in that area to that area, right there, that little swing right there, that's where I want my pressure gauge. I've got a 10-second pre-infusion going. I'm going for 42 grams and about 34 seconds. So that was 10 seconds there. You can see where my pressure gauge is right there. It's right where I want it. We're at 25 grams, 35 grams, 40 grams, 43 grams, 44 grams, 45 grams, and I'm at 30 seconds. So I'm right in the range where I want it to be. I've got this right about in the range where I want it to be. And what I'm going to do now is try and raise this back up to eye level for me, so that I don't know if that's going to be quite eye level. All right, so that should be about eye level for me. I hope you can move it back just a little bit, and you should be able to see. And so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a couple of things. Okay, you can see the crema right there. Okay, tilt it a little bit. You can see the crema. It's good crema. The beans that I had degassed very well for several weeks. This is at the end of those beans. This is at the end of the use cycle of them. Not the life cycle, but the use. I've got maybe 5 grams of Sumatra left. Okay, so let's give it a try here. It's a little bit salty, but it's not sour. It's got a sweetness to it. There's more crema on here because of the Yirgachef being mixed in. Very palatable. Let's take a look at the puck. Let me get the scale out of the way first. Okay, you can't see it, but I've just moved the scale. I don't think you can see it. Let's take a look at the puck. Oh, okay, first time that happened. All right, so the puck was kind of caught up in the group head in the screen, the shower screen in the group head there. What that means is that it expanded because I had 18 grams in here. It expanded way up and it got stuck. So what we did not have though was channeling. There was no channeling. You can see it's a good puck. You can see the backside of it there, evenly saturated. No dry areas in that puck. And in fact, there would not be any dry areas in there with it being stuck up in that screen because it came out of that filter basket. It would not have done that if there was any dry areas. That simply means that the puck expanded really well. Okay, so we've got that, just a little bit of residue in there, a little bit of sediment. Some of that was already in the filter basket. We'll rinse that out again in a minute. Now, what I like to do is make an Americano, and so all I do, I use about 120 grams. And I want to get about 120 grams of really, really hot water here. That should do it. I should be at 162. Okay, I'm at 176, so I've gotten 125 grams of I've gotten 130 grams, 134 grams of water in here. So a little more water than what I usually put in there, but that's fine. Usually I have it about right there on the glass. I got it just a little bit higher on the glass than I normally do. So we're fine. Okay, so I'm not gonna sip this right now. This has got to cool. And it's going to cool for about 5 minutes before it's at drinking temperature. Okay, I like to drink my my coffees right around 140 degrees. Give you an idea of how hot this is right now. I can tell you it's well over 140. It's probably around 160. Let's see here. Might be a little higher than that even. I think the hot water out of here reaches 170, I believe. I haven't measured it recently. All right, we're at 157 right now. His temperature is still climbing. Okay, let's see. It's climbing slower. All right. Okay, ready? 160 degrees. Can you see that? It's cooling off now because it's not in there, but it did go up to 160. So that's kind of hot. If you're going to be drinking your coffee, that's kind of hot to drink. I certainly wouldn't eat soup that hot. I'm not going to drink my coffee that hot. I'm going to let that sit for about another 4 minutes, and then it'll be ready to enjoy. So that's my little short video on making an espresso, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And, you know, I hope that, like I said, you hit the like button, which is a thumbs up. And I hope that you hit the subscribe button. And I'm going to have more video content coming right behind this video. All right. Enjoy your Saturday.